nose like the back of my hand. There's a little celery top and I can smell the earth beneath my feet. I hunt and I grow, everything that I eat go. And in her gold up in the creek, I know a guy I can sell to him. Under the counter, cash in hand, it's the way I like it. I like to stay here, live my own life, live my own way. I don't need
no escape. There's no escape, dude.
Your stingray full stops my skin. Doctor scratch, scratch, now I'm bleeding. Legions upon legions of gross moon that made my feeling.
Are you sitting comfortably?
Holy fucking Christ, John!
There's bears in the woods out to get me. And I'm safe from all if I stay in the chalet. And hold me tight and I'll sink in.
Fuck me!
I'm absorbed in your thinking. Scratch, scratch, now I'm bleeding. Legions upon legions of craftsmen I made my feeling for you.
Fuck yeah!
We spend our days as castaways forevermore. People go their ways, the seasons change, we carry on. Nothing hurts us when we're all together in the sun.
My first impressions of the place was that the rock didn't look too inspiring because the rock architecture is quite weird. it's a little bit like a Rappelese in as much as God was probably drunk when he made each place. But all that changes when you get on the rock, because by and large it climbs very well. I was climbing with Lizzie on Baffin Island last year, and she said, oh, we should go to Flinders Island and I'll bring my wetsuit, we'll catch some crayfish and we'll have a great time. And I said, why not do it in February? So that's why we're here. And certainly compared with Baffin, it's no expedition to get here. It's Holiday Isle. You could jump on an aeroplane at Essendon and you're here in an hour. You walk into the local supermarket, stock up with supplies and head out to Killiecrankie. And then you're just set. And you can chill out, you can have fresh abalone, you can have fresh crayfish if you can catch them. And you can it's just a beautiful walk to the climb every day you come out. It's a real holiday.
I wouldn't want anything less. And it won't hold back its secrets under the pressing palms of your hands.
Just a quick summary for those of you who don't know.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I want that sort of thing repeated later and later. No, I came very, very near to death my first time here 5 years ago, and it was an absolutely life-changing experience. Like I'm still just as impressed with Tasmania as I've always been. As soon as I had gotten back to Utah, I got a call saying that, like, hey, do you want to go hang out at Flinders? We've got a chance to visit this remote island that...
An island paradise.
An island paradise. Untouched granite. Roots ready to be plucked off of the tree. And
Oh, dude.
Hardly
You got it.
people.
You got him.
We will hit our stride when crystal skies are all around. I don't need no place in a food chain when they're around. We communicate like gamma rays without a sound.
who needs Yosemite? Oh, good vault.
You know, living by the ocean, in solitude and getting to climb new rock and go on little adventures. It's just like a holiday away from the holiday Isle, Tasmania. But yeah, that's what I liked about being there. It's the lifestyle of waking up, you know, going snorkeling, going swimming, going for a climb.
You made it!
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked to have got here actually, because I didn't think I was going to make it. Ferry was fun and games. And yeah, this place is great. Just been eating fresh seafood and drinking fine wines, and yeah, life's pretty good. So the route I'm going to try today, Simon was good enough to, he'd spied it on his last trip and thought I might like it. So we wrapped down it yesterday to check there was some gear, and there is. So no excuses really, I've just got to give it a go.
I want you to know that.
Good job, man. Come on, man.
If all I've ever wanted was a dream, then you know that I can't help you.
How was it, Mr. Squibb?
Brutal. I wish I could climb cracks. You've got to learn somehow, though, haven't you?
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to have really fat hands tomorrow.
I tried to climb this crack, but as explained before, I can't climb cracks. So yeah, I'm making up every move as I go along, and I don't really know what to do, and I'm not sure how to get back where I was even, to be honest.
It's a breach I'll never cover.
And yeah, I'm going for the old style yo-yo without leaving the rope in. I think that's about as good as ethics as I can attempt. It's a ground up type thing. So yeah, left the gear in, pull the rope, try again. Got a bit higher, thought it would hopefully be over at that point. It isn't. Yeah, and fell off again. And yeah, I will leave the gear in and just pull the rope and try it one more time.
You happened out the back door, laying bare the sneak. Oh, you open up this vessel. Gather all the quivers.
Oh, rock 3, squib 0. God damn it. But I will, yeah. I'll try again when I can stop shaking. Close my fists properly and stuff like that. It's alright,
That's
I've got
awesome, man.
tea and I've got tobacco. I will be alright.
What did you end up doing for that move?
Fingertips in the back of it,
Oh,
and then
okay.
you move up somehow. I've forgotten already.
'Cause the silence never sleeps. It's a breach I'll never cover. It's a breach I'll never cover.
glad I got this extra bag.
What's cooking, man?
I'm gonna make dal. Like as big as I can for everyone. But
I don't have any carrots now.
I had loads, but they all went funky.
There's a dinosaur and a pebble at the edge of a cliff. Who jumps first? The pebble jumps first because it was a little boulder.
Oh.
Summer shirts and these sexy little things. I met my son, but fucking hers. Just killed off a slap and Scotty ripped.
The most obvious comparison, I guess, is for this roof is Passport to Insanity. For a start, it's way bigger as a roof, and it goes downhill further.
Too expensive and I've been sloshed for days. I can't feel my hands, didn't even see the bands. I wasted.
Come on, Liz, come on.
I watched Lizzie have a go at it, and she had the first real solid go at it, and then I watched Neil get on it, and he just went straight out under the roof, got onto the head wall, got upside down double knee bars to rest.
Gotta pack the car, well I'm feeling like death as Miley sings a jar. Live out on the road, got this journey like safari. Smoking up all the chronic, so baby come and burn with me. I'm broken on my bones, I smoked up all the cones. There's no fuel in the tank, cause it's all been fucking drank. Enough for say you say, we can't go on like this. But to you I'll raise a wrist, a finger and a fist. We like the bass loud, cause these players play proud. Then we bump another bump and smoke down to the stump. So please just let me go, cause I'm home and I'm on the road. We're living life and loving life is very different load. So don't pass me by.
It's been interesting watching different climbers working it, and seeing the different techniques that are employed, and the amount of work that is actually put in to working out the best combination of holds. I mean, in my climbing career, I've tended to just go along, do a climb, ground up, done. This sort of concept is a little bit foreign to me, but I admire people with the persistence and the ability to do it.
It's turning glow with flames. In satisfaction, pupils expanded, your heart bumping blue, like I step inside of you.
So what happened up there on the head wall?
One of your pieces blew and one of my pieces blew, and guess what? I went flying.
It was a nice soft catch.
Boom, boom, bam!
Close your eye.
No, hell, come on. It's just like anything that you have to deal with exposure. It starts tickling different parts of your mindset. Stepping out around the roof reminded me almost, it was almost worse than some of the exposure I've felt on the Captain. Just the world sort of disappears under the feet. No, it's a hell of a route.
That's where you build your anchor.
Yeah.
For the second row.
Double knee bar.
Double knee bar. So you're just hanging out, like you do like one of those Batman curls, and then stick one cam in, and then come down and do another Batman curl, stick the other cam in, then whack the knee bar in, then put your wire in, then put your other wire in. It's like some kind of weird fucking calisthenic program.
What do you think of CJ's project?
Yeah, it looks awesome. I hope you send it.
Yeah, he will.
You guys are crazy. You know you guys are self-destructive. There's a funny farm that has your name written all over it, but I'm getting out Which stuff? Which stuff?
Nice.
Don't say that. Never say that. Goonies never say die.
Stop. You can't do this. Why? Because these are somebody else's wishes. They're somebody else's dreams.
Yeah. But you know what? This one right here. This was my dream, my wish.
All right, fuck it. Let's do it. Okay, Anna, watch me.
Taking it back. Taking it
It's our last weekend together. Last Goony weekend. We gotta be going out in style.
Oh, fuck! Woo-hoo!
Yeah! Yeah, dude. Well done, man.
Oh.
Fuck yeah, dude. The perfect ending, dude.
Sky Pirates. Sky Pirates.
Truffle Shuffle.
I like the Truffle Shuffle. Hey, Chuck. It's Goonies Cave, bro. The Truffle Shuffle. Fuck yeah, man. Goonies! I'm gonna get a carton of beer and watch the fucking Goonies as soon as we get back to civilization. Woo!
Buddy. Sweet.
I believe this was called fortitude. Off-wits and beer go hand in hand like this.
Oh shit.
The kind of stuff you're climbing in winter on Ben Lomond is it's perfect for the mountains. It's like it's all the nightmarish stuff, the nightmare cruxes of every route you're going to come to. You know, it's climbing this thin, scratchy, scary, trad protected stuff that's all covered in rhymus. You know, if you can do that, you can get up anything. You know, it doesn't have big mountains, Tassie, but it's got the most awesome adventures if you got the imagination for it. You just gotta go. Yeah, I saw that the route was in shape and I'd wrapped down it and checked out the pro and it looked pretty safe and I was pretty psyched and I was excited because a few people were actually willing to join me, which was always the hard part. The original plan was that John would go up and wrap in, but because there was pretty small visibility, we decided to both go up, and because I sort of knew where the top was, I grabbed the whole bag which had the rope in it from John, and somehow in the process didn't really check if the rope was tied into anything. I was going down the line pretty excited, looking at the line, thinking how awesome it was going to be, and yeah, the next thing I knew I'd wrapped off the end of the rope and I was lying at the bottom of a pile of scree.
Ah, look at it. Holy fuck! Fuck!
And I'm scuffing my heels on the pavement.
Are you okay?
Holding back my stride.
Oh shit.
'Cause I've got time to pass with you.
It's difficult to say why I'd come up 7 metres short of the ground when a few days before I hadn't, because I'd wrapped the same wall with the same rope 2 days earlier, and there's a potential that it had shrunk. I realised afterwards they shrink quite a significant amount after the first time they get wet. That may or may not have been a factor, I don't know. I guess I don't really beat myself up about it because, I mean, I know that these things happen. Super thankful that the SES could come and get me, and my mates would look after me really well. And an accident happened and I'm lucky, so we move on. I knew that Owen was moving down. Owen is a pretty good friend of mine. We'd spent the previous summer in Alaska together. Yeah, I was pretty excited to see him, and I thought maybe he'd want to have a go at the route.
Well, I first came to Ben Lomond in 1996 when I was 16. I'd never done a multi-pitch climb before, never done a crack climb before, and the first climb I did was Raja. Got completely schooled. Tried it with like 1 number 2 and a couple of hexes, and just dogged up a thing resting on the cam and aiding off hexes, and walked off a bloody beaten mess. So I ended up slightly obsessed with the place after that, and so yeah, ended up going back loads of times in the years following, and just sort of did the classics trip after trip. Sort of came to a sticky end, trying to solo a slightly chossy ridge climb called Rockaday Johnny. Somehow I fell, got no idea how. Took a bit of a screamer. Yeah, I was in a pretty bad state. My helmet got ripped off, bleeding out the head and all the rest of it, and I thought I dislocated my hip. So I called the chopper, and cavalry arrived and got me out of there, and yeah, a few years later I was back there.
And we've been talking a little bit about the mixed potential earlier that year. So when the conditions came right, Owen called me and asked me if I minded at all if he went and had a go at the route. Well, I just thought, well, why not? I'd be psyched if he could do it.
Did you think of Ben Lomond as an ice climbing area? Had you heard anything about ice climbing mixed routes?
I'd heard about the knuckle, but I thought it was just, easy ice climbs, Blue Lake style, probably a few metres of ice and then a snow slope, novelty factor more than actual proper, ice and mix. I certainly didn't have any expectations going up there.
He and John and Nick headed out, but I looked at the weather forecast and I thought, oh god, they're pretty ambitious, because things were looking fairly Patagonian.
We went up the first time. The weather was horrible. It was that diabolical Patagonian style horizontal whiteout snow. You can't stand on your feet without being blown over. And
what do you think, Owen?
I just hope it's good adhesion. Aussie mountaineering, baby.
We spent a couple of hours walking from the base of the route to the top of the mountain, stumbling around in this horrific weather, just trying to stay on our feet, trying to find this fixed road, which we never found. And so we walked all the way back down again, got to the base of the route, and with sort of thinking, oh, maybe I'll just go ground up. But I just took one look at it, and it was just the whole wall was white. You couldn't see any of the cracks, which you would have needed for gear, and it wasn't that cold. So yeah, it was a pretty easy decision to to turn around and run back down the hill with a tail between our legs.
Now you're in the hospital while this is happening, kind of like fielding phone calls about weather and conditions.
I suppose I first started talking to Owen about it while I was still in hospital. I talked to him later, and it seemed like he was a bit more excited than anyone else in the team. The weather gods shined on them, and it all lined up. A lot of precipitation, followed by a few cold days, and I knew this. If it was going to get done, this was the time.
It all depends how the right kid climbs, right? I mean, you can climb that ice, you just gotta know if you get through, but I guess you can scope it out.
Kim obviously wrapped off the end of his rope. He'd fixed a 120 metre static line all the way down the route. Abseiled off it, then obviously the guys were preoccupied with getting him out of there and weren't thinking about cleaning the route, so the rope got left there. And it was there for the next couple of weeks, and there was quite a lot of bad weather, and in those couple of weeks the route actually fattened up quite a lot. And CJ asked the question, is the rope going to be frozen in the water? And Kim was like, nah. And Nick was like, nah, no way, don't. And we get there, and of course the rope is just buried under 6 inches of ice. And so that's the story of the rope, and it's just, as far as I know, it's still there, buried under 6 inches of ice, and it was there when I climbed it, getting in the way. Pain in the ass.
I'm really driven by the mountains. I really want to spend a lot more time in the big mountains, but also at home. The climbing here is something, unlike anything that I've done elsewhere. It's sort of wet, just smears that just appear. The closest thing I've climbed to it is routes like Beyond Good and Evil in the French Alps. These sort of almost ghost climbs that just appear and then they're gone.
I've climbed, a lot of mixed routes around the world. The quality, I think, it's right up there. Ben Lomond. I was quite surprised. I mean, the routes were sustained. The rock's pretty good. I mean, the routes obviously they haven't had any traffic, so the cracks can be a bit scrappy and mossy. The climbing was really awesome. It was. It was sustained. It kind of felt out there. It was steep, like dead vertical. And when it's sort of dead vertical on the tools, you feel like you're overhanging. And to be doing that sort of proper mixed and ice climbing in Australia, like I was, I just wasn't expecting that at all. We did 2 climbs. The first was the mixed climb, and the second was more of an ice climb, and it was really nice, water ice 5, like a thin water ice 5 ribbon in the corner. And in Australia, I didn't think that was possible. Just as standalone routes, if you took them and put them at an ice or a mixed crag, at any sort of ice or mixed crag in the world, I reckon they'd be star routes for sure.
You came down for a bit of the climbing. Did you think, oh yeah, I want to bag a few first ascent mixed routes?
I know.
And just go with that, man.
That's why I'm calling it the fatted calf, because I come down here and get this bullshit ice line served up to me on a platter. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
What do you think, Az?
Crazy, eh? Psychedelic. Yeah, so I've done a little bit of ice climbing around the world on mixed routes. So yeah, I can certainly vouch for this route. There are so many world-class lines over here. Even though they might not be massive, like an El Cap standard or Himalayan standard or Patagonia standard in height, certainly pitch for pitch, they're some of the best climbing you'll do anywhere. And these things are continually found down here. There's just so much rock. And then the game basically changes, you know what I mean? Like some of these routes can be done in winter as well. It's just the progress of climbing. Things obviously get harder when you've done them in summer. Now let's go back down in winter to do them.
How does this compare to the other ice routes you've done on Stacks Bluff?
It's right hard, right? I mean, this is the new route, eh? It was at least water ice 5, like Alan said. I know, he's the expert. Pretty psycho though, eh?
The conditions that Owen climbed the route in were pretty good, but the reality is, if you've got the imagination, you can find things to climb probably every winter. Just sometimes might be harder than others. And it's kind of the cool thing about this kind of ephemeral climbing is that every time it forms, it's different. You know, every time you climb, it's like a first ascent. Completely melts off, comes back again as something new. It's not some 3 metre thick fat ice climb that you get in Canada. It's like, here today, gone tomorrow.
Well, today we went up to Stacks Bluff and repeated a route of mine called Brave New World. It's 23. It's pretty bloody scary. That's why I called it Brave New World. Rope. Fucking rope! I was pretty gripped on it today. It was difficult to find the gear, it was strenuous, it was harder than I remembered it, you know. I just lost it a couple of times. I got myself in pretty ballsy sort of climb. So it's basically a new wave of Ben Lomond climbing. Last 3 seasons I've tried to punch some routes up the faces in between the cracks. You know, it's meant some different sort of tactics. Wrapping in, seeing if it's possible, cleaning all the loose rocks off, scraping the cracks, seeing if the gear's there. Those routes wouldn't be possible without those sort of tactics. I witnessed an American mate of mine, Niels, take a 50-metre bloody whipper at Africa, going ground up, and handle broke. He zippered all his gear, like 8 pieces, cartwheeling upside down the cliff past the belay, you know, bloody Crazy John on the belay, and he ended up 15 metres off the ground. It was like a 50-metre bloody fall, and what held him was a flake a few metres above the belay, and the rope was shredded for several metres, and that's what held the fall, you know. And I thought I was witnessing a bloke dying that day, you know. And I thought, fuck that, I'm not gonna. I think anything harder than 22 on Dollarite up on the bend, you know, you can't on site. Get rid of the loose rock, you know, you got to clean it. So that's what I did, and routes like Brave New World and Surmounting Terror, route names I think that sum up the danger involved. Started climbing in year 11 at Elizabeth College in Hobart. Peter Jackson, who's an Australian climbing legend, was one of the teachers at the school. He took kids out climbing every Thursday afternoon and joined the group and got the bug and haven't stopped. Moved to Launceston to go to Teachers College and then hooked up with the local legend, old Bob McMahon. He was my mentor, my best mate. Spent the best part of 30 years climbing with him. I think it'd be true to say that Bob is the most important figure in Tasmanian rock climbing. Learning from guys like Jackson and McMahon who, you know, learning with no harnesses and waist belays and shit gear, and they instilled a real sense of adventure. I'm thankful for the apprenticeship I got through Jackson and McMahon, you know, just balls to the wall, just go for it. But the gym bunnies and the other, they just want everything on a silver platter, they want everything in perfect sight, they want to take all the risk out of climbing. There's no ambiguity, it's black and white, there's no bolts on Ben Lomond, because we wanted one last pure traditional climbing area, and maybe it's the only cliff in Australia with that ethic. Like up on Brave New World today, it's all right, you know, you just go for the ride, you know. Yeah, so it's all about the adventure. If you take the risk out of climbing, it's not climbing.